She ate Eden's mom. Sandra Bullock looks like the Titan that ate Eden's mom. She really does look like her. Someone should cast her in the live action. She has the royal bloodline. You're kidding. Can't you see I'm a Titan? I started rewatching AOT and finally arrived to this scene. Can't y'all see I'm a Titan? That line from Porco in Season 4 hits way deeper to me. It perfectly captures the cultural divide between the Eldians and Marleyans. The Eldians have spent generations living in fear of Titans, those monsters that destroyed their homes, devoured their families, and shaped their entire existence around survival. To them, Titans represent trauma, loss, and dehumanization. But to the Marleyans, Titans are just weapons, tools to be controlled and used for dominance. They've never had to face the terror of being on the other end to be prey. So when Porco transforms, expecting everyone to recoil in horror, their lack of fear confuses him. This is a raw moment for the audience, a glimpse into how vastly different their perspectives are. Porco doesn't understand that he's surrounded by people who have spent their entire lives traumatized and conditioned to see Titans as monsters. Homie must not have gotten the memo after hearing what Reiner had to deal with. Then again, him and all the other people there haven't had to deal with people that can fly around them without vehicles. I think it also has a lot to deal with the fact of just the sheer shock of witnessing how cold and proficient they are. He definitely underestimated them. Also, Porco is pretty well portrayed as being very egotistical, and so he probably did get warned by Reiner and Zeke, but didn't listen to him. As a Titan shifter who basically is viewed as some sort of invincible vehicle, to him, all of them flying around when he heard stories just sounded like little flies to be squashed, but he really should have just thought of them as murder hornets that wanted freedom. Maybe not outright saying it, but you know in the back of their minds, Reiner and Zeke were both like, first time? So yes, Porco, they can see that you're a Titan. That's the problem. You essentially turned yourself into a giant 5-meter neon sign that says, "Kill me, please!" And Porco's little nutcracker brain can't comprehend that. You see the wheels slowly starting to turn as Porco is starting to realize that Marley has just foregone this entire group of people for over a century that essentially just turned them into anti-Titan killing machines. The Marley soldiers are so used to being on the offensive and fighting people who have absolutely no idea how to deal with Titans, and now they're up against a group that specializes in killing Titans that doesn't give a flap that you're 2 stories tall. See you on Sunday, devils. Flap you, I'll see you next Sunday. For some reason, when it was airing, I got my episodes on Monday.